more I favor Tribe.
All right, folks, well, here we go. It's now time for the grand finals. Xset versus Tribe. Gentlemen, take the call. Let's see how this one unfolds.
All right, Bobby, here we go. Time for the grand final. The two best teams we've seen without question, and their last matchup was something. It was interesting. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but my God, was it fun to watch. And we're going to start off with Tectonic. Already 2 kills, make it 3. He's been a phenom. His KD compared to everybody else is a joke.
I mean, they're just not even in the same league. This guy has been just playing a different game. He doesn't even seem to be fazed by the people around him. His shots, like, I want to know what his accuracy percentage has been in this tournament, because it just doesn't seem like he misses shots. He's got 6 kills, 30 seconds into the first hard point. He's going to catch him from behind, gets another one right there. 35 seconds on the hill for Tribe off the start, and Tectonic 8 kills in, and a 1-man wrecking crew up against Xset, who's now totaling only 7 kills.
This is a little bit of what Austin is worried about. Like, they had that one slow start, but you know, you're coming up hot. You just want to see a 3-0. You know that you slow start. Everything to avoid that. My God, this time doing whatever he can to make sure they get rolling in this matchup. 43 Cocaine could not look better. But outside of Tectonic, I guess I want to know, Hawk says, from you, like, what has been like the single thing that stood out the most for you about Tribe?
They have a very diverse team. I mean, Childs and Bolu are absolute fraggers as well. We talked about Tectonic a lot. He's obviously been the top fragger for the entire team, but Childs as well as Bolu, which again we've spoken about Bolu quite a few times, are absolute playmakers. We've seen them do some insane and crazy things. And then obviously you have Leon and Childs that are very versatile as well. We'll see basically all the players hopping on the point except for Childs. Typically he's just the Slayer, but I just really like the versatility of the team and the slaying ability too, which is really important in this kind of meta where getting those score streaks and operators is so important.
We'll see if they can keep the slaying going. The lead chipped away at a bit by Xset, but now Tribe's starting to build it up as we focus on the next rotation. Bobby, it looks like for now Xset is set up. You think they can hold?
It's going to be tough to do. We see Bolu pushing in. There's only one player, I believe, remaining on the point for Xset. Despite the, I would say, a little bit of mistake coming in for Tribe right there, they pushed that hard point over on P2 with, I think, maybe 15 seconds left, sending the entire team. It's something we've seen them do before, and they've been able to pull it off just because they're winning their gunfight straight up. It doesn't seem to really matter how well Xset is established on the point. Overhead glitches through walls, Tribe's just winning their gunfights just about every time. So we do see the break coming in for Xset, but Bolu already contesting. Despite the Molotov coming into the hard point to clean up the rest of that scrap time, they're already up by 50.
Yeah, and it reminds me of maybe like the Jetpack Call of Duties or the advanced movement ones, or maybe last year of FaZe in Modern Warfare. Just like, hit scrap time, fly and think you can break. And when it works out, you get big leads, and that's what Tribe is looking at right now. Now, Silva's got a shotgun in hand. Hawk says, tell me a little bit about that weapon and why it's been so good with some of the Xset players.
Oh man, so yeah, that's the Echo, also known as the Origin in some other games, but it is a very, very strong weapon. It's typically one of the top 3 shotguns you will see, along with the KRM and the BY-15. Obviously, the advantage of the Echo is that you do have the ability to get multiple kills, whereas with other shotguns, which are pump shotguns, typically you get 1 kill and there's a good chance you die. You're gonna have to slide all over the place and hope you can get that pump off. But with the Echo, you really do have the ability to break hard points very well. You just fly in and get some shots, and definitely that's what we're kind of seeing from Silva. He's not doing it incredibly well. He definitely is going to have to try to pick that up a little bit more, but that's definitely the playstyle you will see from him with that weapon. And another thing too is with the class he is using with Persistence, he won't be able to actually switch off of that class because he will then lose his points progress from Persistence, so expect to see him using that nearly the entire match.
All right. Well, thank you for the breakdown, but now Tribe 40 points away from closing this one out. They've been dominant since the get-go. Maybe a little bit of a slowdown for Tectonic, considering he had like 8 kills in the first hard point, but the rest of the team picking it up as we look at the aerial view and where they'll get set up towards Brown. First one into Courtyard is going to be for Tribe. They're in position to make the play, and there's the shotgun you were highlighting, making it messy in back alley as he looks to collapse, just hunting for kills. One more in front, Gunny up, Xset into the point, Bobby.
I mean, the thing about running up against the Echo is if you run up face to face against it, it's like running into a brick wall. Like, you're just gonna get smacked in the face by shot after shot. We saw that's what Silva was able to do right there, but despite his success with that gun, it's not converting to success for the team. We see Tribe on the hill continuing to tick upwards. They've got 50 points up on Xset right now. The contest does come in. We already see Tribe players rotating toward the next hard point. Not too worried about picking up this scrap time, which is what you'd like to see from them. Nero is going to drop up in the top, but should be spawning over by gas station. Actually, is going to spawn back by blue, so that'll make it a little bit more difficult to rotate. But with the 2 Goliaths now coming into play for Tribe, they should be able to get this break easily, unless we see some Pred missiles and Annihilators come into play for Xset.
Yeah, Xset are going to have to go huge. I mean, they've got the point. They've got a chance to basically tie this game up. They have their own Goliath inside. The question is, how long can they hold with all the utility about to come into play from Tribe? One break might be enough to close it out. You have to be perfect. Right now, if you were on the side of Xset, it's mech on mech warfare. Both are going to end up falling, but it's Tribe that ultimately gets the break into the point. They can shut it down here with the positioning inside of the objective. Map 1, it's somewhat close, but it's a victory for Tribe there with the final kill.